I'm looking for a hard-headed woman, one who'll take me for myself.
He had the biggest one I'd ever seen.
Stop.
And some people find that attractive, but some people don't, and whatever. And some people say that men think with Big Jim and the donuts, like those are the guys who really do the thinking. But, girls also think with their ovaries, So when we look at things like that, we think that is a genetic marker very difficult to pass on, especially to girl children. Because this man had the biggest nose I had ever seen. Right? But he had the most amazing blue eyes that I had ever seen. And he had this sense of, I don't know how to say it, except sort of like Errol Flynn daring do. I mean, he would try anything because he was a boy from East Boston who had grown up, gone to Boston State College, on a whim had gotten a master's degree in Middle Eastern history, had gone to Tunisia to study Arabic, but he was a working class boy who was an electrician. And he and I had absolutely nothing in common. We met at work, and my work was listening to alarm systems at Sonatrol. Now, Sonatrol installed microphones into places, and when noise reached a certain level of 50 bays of 50 boxes, would turn on a red light, and I'd have to listen to it, evaluate the sound, reset it if it was an okay sound, like an ice machine crashing, which sounds just like a rock going through a window, etc. So I had to do all of that, and he was the guy who installed it. I worked midnight to 8 because I was an art student at the time, and he was the installation manager. I heard that he was divorced. I heard that he was free because my office manager was so in love with him. She had such a crush on him. She had an obsession with this man. She talked about him constantly. And I started to hear, after a year of listening to all that he would like to go out with me. And I found him, except for the very easy on the eyes, and just something attracted him to me. So after a while, I finally, it was almost 2 years later, I finally said to Eddie, I'm going to go out with this guy. I mean, I'm sorry you have a crush on him, but a 2-year crush is like not going anywhere really. I think it's going anywhere, and I'm really sorry, but I have to do this thing. I was racked with guilt, because I'm the type of person, I wouldn't go out with my best friend's boyfriend. I would net one person at a time with complete, it's just the way I am. I know it's boring, it's not 21st century, but that's how I do things. Anyway, I was just like appalled that I would be going out with my best friend's crush, much less boyfriend. So I started going out with this guy. And it's not like an easy match between a middle-class New Yorker kind of person and an East Boston boy. I mean, but there's always just something. There's something there that really attracted me to him. And after a while, I wanted to find out what happened to his first marriage, as you do. I mean, you start spending all your time with somebody. So like, what happened with your first marriage? Oh, well, we spent too much time together. Interesting. So we're spending a lot of time together. So spending too much time together. How is that a bad thing, really? Actually, we're too familiar. We knew each other from high school, and something like that. So, oh, okay. So really, so that's what. So was there anything else? Well, I was sleeping with her best friend, who was also married to my best friend at the time. Oh. So you think that might have had some impact on the relationship? Yeah, right? Why don't you tell? Well, I kind of forgot. Yeah, you forgot. Okay, and so you've been divorced? Well, no, we're not actually divorced. You're not actually divorced, but I've known you for 2 years. You haven't seen. No, we've been separated for 4 years, but we're not. Well, why didn't? Well, we forgot. I just kind of forgot to take care of that. Well, all right. So it took a while for us to sort out in our relationship what he was going to remember and what I was going to forget. And I remember telling my sister some of these things, and I said, I just don't know what it is about this guy. I mean, it's so crazy. How could this guy and I just feel like that we're destined to be with each other. I mean, this is nuts. If you ever hear that I'm going to marry this guy, I want you to hit me in the head with a baseball bat, and just remind me that I told you to, all right? Just do. You can promise me that? She promised. Younger sister, that was a pretty easy get. She promised she would hit me in the head with a baseball bat. So 5 years pass, and like I said, it takes a while to sort out important things like you're going to remember you're married and you should get divorced. Shit like that takes a little while to sort out. And it gets sorted out, and on a beautiful summer day, in a beautiful field, we decided we're going to get married because we'd just been looking at these kids when we were eating lunch for my birthday. Every time we saw a kid, we'd be like, and so the nose, I think we could do that. And I decided, oh, that's wonderful, I'm going to do it. And I call up everybody, including my sister, and tell her that we're going to get married. And about 5 or 10 minutes, the doorbell. Because she was in Somerville, and I lived in Cambridge. And I opened the door, and there she is. And she has in one hand a big handful of confetti, and she throws it up like this. And she says, "Congratulations!" And then she pulls out a yellow baseball bat, and she goes, "Boom!" Right on my head. So I hear you're getting married. Today is our 29th wedding anniversary. It's our 29th, and we spent the time yesterday so that we could spend. I had to work today, and he had to work today, so we thought we could go do something.
Your sister really get you a baseball bat?
She did a yellow baseball bat. Wham!
So are there kids?
Wood baseball
A
bat or
yellow plastic baseball bat.
So are there kids?
4.
Yeah.
Some of them got them.
I'm looking for a hard-headed woman, one who'll take me for myself.